The distinction between misinformation and lying is that misinformation can be true.
Tucker Carlson, the most popular news host in the country, is out at Fox News, something I literally never thought I would say, especially in such an abrupt manner as I'm saying it now. The man who used his platform to drum up all sorts of rage and animosity amongst Americans, like in the following clip, has suddenly, what seems like, been fired.
So the ideology leads to the castration of children, and therefore it's bad. It is a cancer on the country. Of course, that's true. But for the crime of saying so, the Daily Beast, which is an obedient servant of the people in power, a big defender of castrating children, accused the man you just saw, Michael Knowles, of calling for genocide.
Did anyone see this coming? Sure, there's some speculation that we can and will get into, but let's just acknowledge that this news is shocking. So shocking, in fact, that it is completely overshadowing the other bombshell news network firing that happened on the same day. That is CNN's Don Lemon, who posted a very somber and heartbroken response to being let go from CNN, noting that no one from the network, where he worked for 17 years, contacted him. And it was his agent who broke the news. But before you shed a tear for him, this was actually disputed by CNN, who said he was offered a chance to meet and didn't take it. So back to Tucker. I haven't been this stunned by a news cycle in a very, very long time. It seems like since 2016, we've just had one insane news story after another, and I think we were all pretty jaded in terms of shocking news. But not this one. Even Trump's indictment didn't feel this out of nowhere. Check out some of these responses from online, proving that this wasn't anticipated by anyone, even those in the far-right orbit that Tucker cultivated so carefully. So yes, the biggest thing that comes to mind is the Dominion lawsuit that settled last week for a whopping $786 million. During this lawsuit, it was revealed that many on-air hosts knowingly peddled claims about election fraud they knew to be untrue. But a recent statement from Dominion and the fact that Tucker wasn't even the worst of the perpetrators on this front at Fox lead me to believe that they aren't necessarily behind Tucker's firing. The statement actually from Dominion was not really a statement at all, with a clearly shocked representative from the company responding to a comment by saying that, quote, "We don't have anything for you on that, but we'll let you know if that changes." And it is, of course, not in Fox's best interest to let him go. After all, he is by far the most popular cable news host and rakes in tons of cash for Fox, which, after this settlement, they are certainly going to need. But on Carlson's Friday show, he concluded the program by saying, "We'll be back on Monday." So it obviously wasn't his doing. The LA Times, though, is now reporting that it was Rupert Murdoch himself that gave Tucker the axe, reporting that, quote, "People familiar with the situation who were not authorized to comment publicly said the decision to fire Carlson came straight from Fox Corporation chairman Rupert Murdoch." One thing that's interesting about these two firings of Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson is that I think we all know that one of these men is certainly not going to go down without a fight, and with a rampant far-right news ecosystem that's only getting more popular, it's safe to say we have not heard the last of Tucker. Imagine what danger we are in for when he is no longer shackled to the norms and values of a corporation, albeit a nefarious one. So no, we shouldn't necessarily be celebrating this news. And as for Don Lemon, I think it's safe to say that the media landscape isn't very friendly to people like him anymore, sort of a wishy-washy centrist, progressive in name only. I do have to laugh though at this response from Twitter to his firing, ribbing Lemon once again for falling behind in the ratings, maybe for the final time. For more of my coverage on The Breakdown, check out my latest video on a MAGA lady enraged that Gen Z doesn't like MAGA by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.